What's going on YouTube? So if you remember several years back in 2016, Acura came out with the original Precision concept. That concept set the stage for not just the upcoming TLX, but also all future Acuras from that point forward. And now it's time for that to happen again for their upcoming electric vehicles. This is the Precision EV concept. Acura invited us up to New York City to take a special first look at this concept and show you guys today. So without further ado, let's go ahead and take a first look at the future of Acura. Alrighty, so the first place we've got to start off this first look is the design. This is a really beautiful design here in person, and what Acura is emphasizing here is performance-oriented design. So you've got that really wide, low, and aggressive stance to the overall vehicle, and that's going to start up here in the front. So this is instantly recognizable as an Acura product because you've got a lot of the signature elements still on board, but of course this is very futuristic because it will be an electric vehicle. So up here in the front, we've got that diamond pentagon grille, but of course you're gonna notice it's sealed off. Obviously it is an electric vehicle, you don't need a traditional large grille. So instead what Acura has done is sealed it off, but made it all illuminated as well. So you'll see this kind of design that comes through here where you've got a similar look to what you would have on a traditional grille, but it's all gonna go into one kind of cool light effect, which we'll show you in just a second. And speaking of the lighting, let's go over here and take a look at our headlights. So you do still have some of those signature elements you're used to seeing with Acura, just like with the grille. So you've got the chicane daytime running light, but of course you have a fresh look. I'm noticing it is a very slender and stylish looking headlight with all these different elements and lines running through it. And then I also want to talk about this right here. This is what Acura is calling particle glitch lighting. And this kind of fragmented lighting element is going to work in combination with the grille, the emblem, and the headlights to kind of make complex animations that run through the vehicle. Again, giving you that very futuristic element. Now, as we continue our way around to the side, you're going to notice some very nice looking wheels. These are humongous 23-inch alloy wheels, as you'd expect for a concept vehicle. They always have to have really large wheels to make that stand out. But what also is standing out to me is the design itself. So this is also particle glitch themed. So you'll notice you've got kind of this fragmented design that has a lot of different layers and textures going on. I really like it. I hope that once this becomes a production vehicle that we will see that kind of carry on because it's really cool. Another thing we may or may not see carry over to production, depending on US regulation, will be this right here. As you can see, we don't have a traditional mirror in place. We've got a camera system. Of course, currently in the US, that is not legal, but hopefully, like some other parts of the world, this will be something that Acura will be able to use in the future. That way you can have that aerodynamic and sleek look.
All right, guys, now it's my turn to talk about some of the side design elements with this all-new Precision EV concept. Now, of course, as a concept would imply, there's not going to be official measurements in terms of like length or anything like that, so all of my traditional specs and stuff are not going to be available for a concept vehicle. That said, I do want to talk about some of your design elements that you're going to see because this is a concept vehicle, which means that a lot of the future Acura products will look very similar to this. So let's go ahead and break some of those down. First of all, you're going to notice no door handles on this. So that's probably a concept feature. However, I do imagine Acura might include like a streamlined door handle design, which would be really neat. And then we also have some silver trim down here at the side, some Acura branding. And then as far as moving up, we do have a two-tone contrast roof design, which I'm a big fan of. A lot of manufacturers do the two-tone roof design, and it looks really good on this Precision EV. Also, we do have kind of a silver element coming from the front of the vehicle all the way down to kind of divide up all of the black going on back here. Now, working our way around to the rear design of the Precision EV. My oh my, this is a really good looking vehicle. I hope that all of the elements from this Precision EV go into the future Acura products, because the future will be bright if it looks like this. So we have a very aggressive design. Like Drew mentioned in the front, Acura's kind of mission is to make this kind of look sporty, and we do know that there's a ZDX Type S confirmed coming up. So in terms of the design elements though, some of the cool stuff that you might want to know about. Our Acura brand emblem right here is going to be illuminated, so that goes in conjunction with the front and has a really cool animation when you turn on the lighting of this vehicle. Then if you look at your taillights, these are going to have a very similar design to the headlights in the front, super thin design. And they're also going to be very premium LED, and they're going to have that chicane LED design. Now if we drop below that, of course you're not going to have any exposed exhaust outlets. This is an electric vehicle concept, but we do have some nice matte black plastic as well as some shiny black plastic down in the very bottom, and you're also going to have signature lighting back here in the same way as in the front that does the really cool animations. Now another really cool design element I want to point out is this area up here. You do have an integrated spoiler into the roof, and you're also going to have that middle part for your taillight going through the middle. If that makes it to the production vehicle, I really hope it does, because that is a really cool element. And then also I want to kind of point out that these particle LED lights down here, they kind of replace where it would have an exhaust pipe on a regular gas model. And as you saw right there, it does have a cool animation. Now let's go back to the side, and I want to mention just the overall proportions of this vehicle. It does have a very rear drive look to it, long low hood, and then you have the rear design. Now of course we don't have any information regarding safety systems. You can expect that when the ZDX does come out, and when some of these newer Acura products come out, that they will have a ton of advanced safety features. Alrighty guys, and now it's time to talk about the interior. Now, as you can see, we don't have door handles. I mentioned that earlier, so there's going to be no way for me to get into the cabin, and we also do have a fully blacked out window here. I can kind of see in there, there is a little bit of something in there, but you can't see much at all. Now, Acura does have a sketch available of the interior, what they think the interior will look like for this new precision EV concept, and my oh my, it is a very cool design. Now Acura actually states this was inspired by the Formula One cockpit, and you're going to have cool features such as a yoke steering wheel, as well as an instinctive drive mode, which will turn everything red, and a spiritual lounge, which retracts the steering wheel and projects animated underwater on the floorboard, which is super cool. You're just going to have a lot of really unique things. This is of course Acura's full EV, so they're going to be able to do a lot of really cool things with the interior to make sure that you have that full luxury experience. Now Acura also states that the screens are transparent when they're not in use, so that's going to be very interesting if that makes it to the production vehicle. I guess it might. That's going to be interesting technology to test out, and they're also already stating that the interior is going to be made of recycled materials, so there's not going to be like leather, so it's going to be more environmentally friendly for this Acura Precision EV concept.
Now, like we mentioned earlier, this precision EV concept will be the design inspiration for all future Acura electric products. The first of which we now know will be called the Acura ZDX. Now, the ZDX is going to be a co-developed product with General Motors, and it's going to be riding on their Ultium platform with their battery technology. But we'll see this design applied to that as the first model, with both the ZDX and also the confirmed and very exciting ZDX Type S. Now, even further down the pipeline, starting in 2026, Acura will have their own dedicated EV platform, and those models will also have that same design inspiration that you see here with this precision EV. And to support that, there is going to be a new $4.4 billion in battery investment in the United States in some undisclosed location. We just learned about this yesterday. So you're going to see that investment in the United States to help them get all these brand new EVs coming out, because Acura believes that EVs are the future for their brand.
Now you might be curious as to when you can go to your Acura dealership and get one of these, because it does look really cool. And the first vehicle, as we mentioned throughout this video, that will have this design theme will be the ZDX, which we expect to be in production next year. So you're going to have to wait quite a while to actually get one of these. That said, not too long, because the ZDX will be the first one, and the ZDX Type S, of course. Now, in terms of what it's going to have for the ZDX, we can only hypothesize, but we expect similar specs to the Cadillac Lyriq because it is riding on that same platform. So over 300 miles of range, 340 horsepower for the rear drive version. But guys, that's going to wrap up our quick walk around video of this all new Acura Precision EV concept. As you can see, this is a gorgeous looking vehicle. So even if just a little bit of these design elements carry over to the ZDX, I am very excited to see it. But if you haven't subscribed to our channel already, we would really appreciate it. So please hit that subscribe button down below, and we'll catch you next time as we sample more of the latest automotive delicacies.